Prime Minister Scott Morrison and the Federal Treasurer Josh Frydenberg announced a second big tranche of fiscal measures, $66 billion worth, and flagged that there are more rescue packages almost certain to come. And this brings current government measures to bolster the economy and assist businesses and individuals to $189 billion, which represents around 10% of GDP. In other words, it's a lot. And there's more to come. Frydenberg said today, this is not about set and forget. This is the second package of stimulus measures and more are likely. And the Prime Minister said this will be not the last time that the Treasurer and I visit these podiums to make announcements of these measures. This is focusing on those who are going to feel the first blows. There will be more packages and more support. The important thing for people and for businesses and their employees and for the property market is that the measures announced today include assistance to small and medium-sized businesses, including grants and government guaranteed loans, extensive help for people on welfare benefits, assistance for retirees and carers, casuals, sole traders, almost everyone. Kate Carnell, who's the Australian Small Business Ombudsman, said it was a very good package and very much in line with what the business community at least had been seeking. She said it's a huge shot in the arm for small businesses and in particular for sole proprietors. Frydenberg said the measures were in 3 parts and contained 10 separate initiatives, which include these. There will be grants of up to $100,000 for small and medium-sized businesses to help them maintain their employee levels. Frydenberg said small and medium-sized businesses will receive at least $20,000 each, and some will receive as much as $100,000, and that's a $32 billion lifeline to hundreds of thousands of employers and their staff. There's also assistance for not-for-profit organisations and for sole traders. Another step to support small and medium-sized businesses involved government-guaranteed unsecured loans in a partnership with lenders, up to $250,000 in individual loans starting in early April. The announcement also included regulatory measures to provide relief to businesses and directors who are in financial trouble and facing insolvency. Australians on welfare benefits will receive an extra $550 a fortnight to help them in the midst of the pandemic. A coronavirus supplement will be added to the job seeker allowance, the youth allowance, the parenting payment, farm household allowance special benefit for a period of 6 months. Waiting times and asset tests for job seeker allowance will be waived. The government will also provide another $750 payment to people on social security and veteran benefits on top of the $750 which was given in the first round of stimulus measures. Australians suffering from financial hardship will now be able to access up to $10,000 of their own superannuation early. Eligible people will be able to apply to access their super accounts through the MyGov, etc., in July 2020, and there will be another payment of $10,000 available later, and these withdrawals will be tax-free. And Frydenberg says if you're a sole trader or a casual and you've been seeing your income or your hours of work fall by 20% or more as a result of the coronavirus impact, you'll be able to get early access to your superannuation. So clearly, a massive package with impacts for almost everyone in society, including people thinking of buying and selling real estate. And on Tuesday at lunchtime, this coming Tuesday, I'll be hosting a webinar to address those very issues. What will be the impact of all this, the coronavirus impact on real estate markets? It's a hot topic, and the early registrations for this webinar suggest it's going to be by far our biggest, most popular and most attended webinar that we've ever staged here at Hotspotting. So if you're interested in that subject, what will be the impact of all that, including today's announcements, because certainly it's going to bolster businesses and their employees, and there will be, I would expect, positive impacts for real estate, which I thought is already quite strongly positioned to withstand the impacts from the pandemic. So we're going to be discussing that on Tuesday at lunchtime in the webinar, when I will be speaking to award-winning buyer's agent Rich Harvey from Property Buyer. So if you're interested in that, go to the hotspotting.com.au website and sign up for that webinar. Anyone who registers for a webinar, you don't have to watch it live. You will all receive a copy of the webinar probably the day after the event on Tuesday. And so if you can't watch it live, you'll still be able to get a copy and watch it and find out what Rich Harvey and I think will be the main impacts for real estate from what's unfolding every day, including today's big announcement from the federal government on a massive new package of stimulus measures. If you've got any questions or comments, email me, Terry Ryder, at ryder@hotspotting.com.au, and I'll do my best to reply to any messages I receive from everyone. That's it for now. Let's talk again soon, and hopefully we'll see you as part of the webinar, the very important one that we're hosting on Tuesday. Bye for now.